I would like to acknowledge
the traditional custodians of this land on which this meeting takes place,
and to pay my respects to the elders past, present, and those emerging.
Yamaninda, Noa Gregg Dreise, Goomeri and Yuwalayaay wall, Noa Platjing and Gabi wall. Hello everyone, my name is Gregg Dreise. I'm a Goomeri and Yuwalayaay descendant. I'm proud to be here on Gabi country today. Do you know what country you're gathered on? We are going to celebrate Aboriginal stories and language, and we're going to see some amazing stories in a language called Creole. Can you say Creole? Creole comes from a fusion of languages, both Aboriginal language and English. You guys might recognise some of the English words inside what you're about to hear. There are about 20,000 people who speak Creole up in the top end of Australia. That goes from the Gulf of Carpentaria right across to Western Australia. That's a lot of people. Just like English speakers all around the world, the way you speak changes slightly. And that's the same with Creole. Lots of people speak different versions of Creole, but they understand each other because of those dialect differences around the country. You will even notice with my dialect down here in the bottom of Queensland, I will say things differently to you guys in the Northern Territory as well. Do you want to learn a few words in Creole? Well, we're about to talk to Josie from Catherine in the Northern Territory. She's going to speak to you now. Over to you, Josie.
Hey kitty winks, how are yous? I hope you're well and that you're happy no matter where you are. So, learning a couple of words in Creole, hey? Let's give it a go. So first, I'll say the word, then I'll say it again but one word at a time, and then you guys copy, and then we'll say it all together, hey? What do you reckon? Ready, get steady? Okay, let's do this. So, the first word is one of your name. Alright, I'll say it again, you might copy, then we'll say it together. Ready? Wanim, you, name. All together? One of your name.
Did you get it? She was asking, what is your name?
So the next word is actually, good one. Too easy. Okay, ready? Good one. All together? Good one. Do you guys want to make it a little bit more challenging? It's good one, but said a different way. Don't tell Greg. Ready? It's called Did Ma One. Ready? Did Ma One. All together? Did Ma One.
Good one. How'd you go with that one? You probably did well. Good one.
You mop got him. Have fun.
We're going to hear two stories from the Northern Territory, from the Bingari community near Catherine. These were written by Aboriginal women in their local communities. The first story is about how to keep a baby girl safe. It's called Yakai Beibigel, which means, oh no, baby girl. Now, every time you see those words, I want you to shout out, Yakai Beibigel. Let's practice. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Yakai Beibigel!
Hello, my name is Maureen and me from Punjari. I gotta read this story I've been writing called Yakai Beibigel. Yakai Beibigel, no more go anywhere like kitchen area. Dark I'm cook but yeah. You might burn him hot one that stove. You might burn yourself. Yakai Beibigel, no more run apart inside. Floor in wet one. Bumper you sleep and pull down. Mop bucket, mop. Clean but floor. That one you can cook it up. Yakai Beibigel. No more hamburg sharp one anything. No more touch him and probably sharp. Will carry your finger and blood come out. Yakai Beibigel. Numu tisem dog. Him jiguan. Bamba invite you. Look at the dog him jiguan. Yakai Beibigel. Numu climb up on top jaya. Tanjay improperly high one. Bamba you sleep and buldan. Finish. Yakai Beibigel. Numu play na road. Impla morika. Bamba morika bamboo mew. Kan ku play la road one morika coming up. Yakai Beibigel. Numu kwe pot long way. Tar grass im long one. Bamba snake bite you. Kiciran kurwe kare you family mob and talk story kija. Talking story look at me. Dalam barim story na. Now this Beibigel. That's the end of the book. We finish reading about this story now. Keep beginning is safe from managing North Palado.
Aha! That baby girl certainly learned a few lessons around her home. I wonder if you've got things to think about to stay safe around your house. Can you think of any? I know one from when I was a boy. What about, shh, don't tell your mum, but what about if you're jumping on your bed near a fan whirring around your head? Oh no! Actually, thinking about things whirring around heads, I'm going to tell you a story about a boomerang. Can you imagine me when I was a little boy first playing with boomerangs, and we always knew don't play with a boomerang without one of your elders with you. Well, guess what? In this story, I'm going to tell you about the first time I decided to sneak out, pick up a boomerang and throw it all by myself. I bet you can guess what happens. Let's see. As I tell this story, whenever you hear me say the word boomerang, I want you to say waka 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 waka. But when you see that boomerang coming near my head, you call out, Yakai Gregg! Okay, I need your help. Waka waka waka. Yakai Gregg! Here we go, let's do this. Make sure you join in. Remember, when I'm saying boomerang, you got to say waka 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 waka. And when you see that boomerang coming, you got to call out, Yakai Gregg! Here we go. I threw it very hard, that stick that was bent. Straight to the clouds, up it was sent. But then that big wood, well, it came back. Straight for my head, try to give me a whack. Boomerang, watch out for the boomerang. Boomerang, watch out for the boomerang. It started to chase me across the yard. So I jumped to the ground, and boy, it was hard. But then that bent wood, well, it came back. Uh-oh. Chased me through the garden, try to give me a whack. Boomerang. Watch out for the boomerang. Boomerang. Watch out for the boomerang. Then that bent wood, well, it came back. Uh-oh. Just my bedroom window, the glass went crack. Boomerang. Watch out for the boomerang. 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 Oh no! Did you call out Yakai Gregg? How'd you go, guys? Thanks for helping me out. That boomerang nearly took the hairs off my head. Or is that just the hat off my head? Hey, you guys are in for a special treat. We're about to pass across to the one and only Jessica Mauboy. Over to you, Jess.
Thanks, Greg. Hello, everyone. Great to see you all. I hope you're all enjoying Indigenous Literacy Day, because I sure am loving all of these stories. You see, I was up in the Tiwi Islands a couple of years ago with my friend Greg. So I want to give a big shout out to all the kids up there today, because this next story is about what kids in the Tiwi do in their spare time. They hang out at the swimming pool, but there's no diving boards, there's no lanes, no lifesavers, and they have to check out for crocodiles. And it is just the best fun ever. So let's go check it out. Welcome to the island swimming pool.
The 9-mile swimming hole is about a 15-minute drive from community. Sometimes kids ride their bikes or walk. Today we are driving. In the dry season, the water level is low, and in the wet season, the water level is high. We're here!
Austin, where are we?
When we go to the water hole, the first thing we do is check for crocs. We always keep an eye out for crocs, especially when the water is murky and we can't see the bottom properly. During bush holiday time, the water is cold and refreshing. We don't really swim in bathers, we just swim in our normal clothes. Sometimes we don't even take towels because our clothes dry pretty quickly. The environment around the water hole is filled with tropical plants. We play lots of games in the water hole. There are tracks that take you to different parts of the water hole. Some parts of the water hole are shallow and others are deep. It is a beautiful place to swim and play. We sometimes spend the whole day here and have barbecues here too. Sometimes we like doing backflips in the water. There is always lots of laughter when we're at the water hole. Some parts of the water hole are deep enough to dive in. We make sure the water is deep enough before we jump so we don't hurt ourselves. The first time you jump from a high branch is a little scary, but once you have done it, you just want to keep jumping. Mona is a great climber and looks for higher places to jump from. Then it's time to head home. Here we are after our swim. As you can see, swimming makes us happy and keeps us healthy.
Oh, thanks, Tiwi Mum. You fellas are deadly, eh? Didn't that water hole look inviting? Oh, except for those irrikape. Anyway, we're going to settle in for another... Watch out! That boomerang, it's still after me. Do you see which way it went? Which way? This way. That way. Oh, I hope it didn't go back up that way. It'll get me again. Hey, we're going to settle in for another story in Creole. This one's called Tudei and Longtaim. But I want you fellas to try and work out what it's about. So check out the animations and listen for those English parts in the words and see if you can work out the story before it's retold again in English. All right, crossing over to this deadly story called Tudei and Longtaim.
Today and long time. now and then. I, Stella Raymond, been writing the Jan story. I, Stella Raymond, wrote this story. Today, Mala jiran na house. Nowadays, we live in houses. Long time, all the old people been jiran na humpy. In the olden days, our elders lived in humpies. Today, Mala drive a marigam. Nowadays, we drive cars. Long time, all the old people used to footwork everywhere. In the olden days, our elders went everywhere on foot. Today, Mala go shopping by Garam Daga. Nowadays, we go shopping to get food. Long time, all the old people used to go hunting by bush daga. In the olden days, our elders would go hunting for bush food. Today, Mala use a plastic bag by garam up everything. Nowadays, we use plastic bag to carry things. Long time, all the old people been used to kulimen by garam up everything. In the olden days, our elders used kulimens to carry things. Today, Mala cook daga na stove. Nowadays, we cook food on the stove. Long time, all the old people used to cook daga na ground oven. In the olden days, our elders cooked food in ground oven. Today, Mala use some plate and spoon by daga daga. Nowadays, we use plate and spoon for eating food. Long time, all the old people used to eat them got a paper bag. In the olden days, our elders used to eat off paper bark. Lucky all the old people been learning Mala by this kind now. Luckily, our elders have taught us all these things.
Hey, speaking of deadly, isn't it awesome that the old people tell us these stories about things from long ago? Like cooking in a ground oven and going hunting and eating off that paper bark? Isn't that awesome? What if you fellas can compare the old ways to the things that we get today? Like when we're in lockdown and we can order food from one of those drones that flies across and brings the food to your house. You fellas got that? I only saw it on TV, I don't have that. But isn't it awesome that we can see, and big thanks to our elders that pass on tradition from the past so we never forget those old ways that are so important to our hearts, our souls and our Australian history. We're going to check out another story up to you deadly fellas on the Tiwi Islands called Shopping in the Bush. Let's go check it out, this is amazing.
When we want bush tucker, we just jump in the car and head out to the mangroves. When we walk into the mangroves, we call out to the ancestors to pay respect to them in the land. Sometimes we have to squeeze our way through the trees. This is what it looks like inside the mangroves.
What is it? Show me.
This is a long bum. We call it branga.
What's it got?
And this one is a periwinkle. We call it budrema.
I'm teleport you. I'm next where I'm running.
Austin, can you teleport me to a mussel, please?
It's very muddy in the mangroves, but we don't care. Sometimes we get tricked and find old empty mussels.
I'm sliding like a jungle.
Finally, we found a jukwaranga, or what you might call a mud mussel. If you tap it on a tree and water squirts out, that means it's a good one. More mud mussels for our feed.
Oh, what is it?
We've got enough now, so time to head to the beach. The fresh sea air always gives us energy to run around on the beach. It looks beautiful and makes us want to go swimming, but we have to be careful of crocs. This beach is covered in heaps of tiny shells.
Wow, all shells. What's that?
Man-made money.
Oh, you're rich.
Time to clean off the mud and chuck a line in. Hopefully we can catch some fish. We need to be really careful not to slip on the rocks or get swept out to sea by a big wave. There goes some family in the boat. I wonder what they caught today. Alright, time to go home and cook a feed. Catch of the day goes to Tudei. Thanks to Bang for helping out.
Hey you guys, I've been having a great time here with you today, and I hope you have been too. Thanks for helping me with that boomerang. That cheeky little thing wherever it is. Anyway, the best news is, if you're enjoying these activities and want to come back to them at the past, you can check out ild.org.au for some workshops, and you can see Jess again. You can see the wonderful Alison Lester and Anne James. I love your books, ladies. And there's some stuff from me on there as well. So check it out, enjoy. Thanks for joining us for the Indigenous Literacy Day here today. And make sure you check out those links on ild.org.au. And in my language, we say, until next time, my friends, Yalu Ninda. Wait, what was that? Did you hear that? Oh, don't tell me it's back. Which way is it? This way? That way? Which way? Oh no! I got you! I got you! You can't get me now, Boomerang! I'm happy now. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. See ya.